This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
It's tranquil, it's peaceful, it's beautiful to watch.
Ballooning.
Ballooning, Sean. Balloons only bring joy. Natalie?
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, kids will throw a tantrum if their balloon pops because the balloon brings them so much joy.
That is so true.
Yeah, yeah.
What a business. There's one, Balloon World is in Myrie.
It's a world of balloons.
People doing balloon animals?
Yes.
Yes, Nathan.
Witchcraft. It's
Amazing.
actual
Yeah.
witchcraft. And then you've got hot air balloons as well.
Oh, yeah.
Out at Northam. Was
Yes.
it York?
Yeah,
Northam.
It makes you. It's a thing that's so wonderful. It makes you take pause in the world and take it in. Now let's talk about what North Korea has been doing. North Korea has decided that balloons are a great idea as well.
Good stuff.
It's nice that they've got some joy in their lives.
Now,
Finally.
North Korea, they've used balloons in the past, and what they do is they get the balloon and then they fill it full of propaganda leaflets
Right.
against South Korea.
Yes.
And then float it over to the South Korean border, and then they pop, and then they read all their pamphlets, which is really great. Domino's and that should do it.
It's a lot
It's a really
easier,
great
isn't it?
way to
The leaflet
litter.
drop.
to litter. Well, now they've gone a step further. They have filled the balloons with not only propaganda leaflets, but also rubbish, toilet paper, and poo. So they're flying from North Korea. I want to see who's pooed in the balloons, by
I
the
know,
way.
exactly.
They go from North Korea over to the South Korean border, and then they pop. And then they poo falls on the
That
North
is
Korean
so
people.
good.
And then also the North Korean people have been told not to approach the pooey balloons because they poo on
Yes.
them.
So what's their objective? Just to annoy them?
Just
Is
to
it
cover
just a
them in
niggle?
poo.
Just a niggle. It's just a little niggle. Yeah.
Ever try to poo in a balloon? It's not easy.
Well, I mean, sure, you have to get the neck open hard
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, you do.
You can get these. These clamp things that open that hold the balloon open.
Yeah, so
not necessarily
when you
for
put
pooing
prizes
in.
and stuff in
Yes,
there.
that's
Okay,
right.
where do you get them
Yeah.
from?
It's pretty petty.
It's pretty petty.
Yeah.
Pretty funny, pretty petty.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what they came up with.
I reckon that we would be able to find people listening right now that have had something. Well, it doesn't need to be poo.
No.
Actually, prefer it not to be.
Amy's shaking her head.
Unless you speak to Amy, then make the story completely brown. But I do think that we are listening. People will be listening, going, "My neighbour has done something just as petty as that."
Yeah, yeah.
Pettier the better,
Because relationships between neighbours,
Yes.
it's just, there's that level of niggle.
Yeah.
They
yeah.
annoy you, you annoy them back.
I'm trying to think if I've done this to the neighbours, but they're so nice to me. So not in this current group. But I would like to think all three of us are capable of some really petty stuff
What are
when
you
the
talking
opportunity
about?
arises.
I'm a great
Oh,
neighbour.
no, I'm a bigger person. I currently have 12 targets.
Kelly, hello.
Good morning.
Hey,
Hey, Kelly.
Okay, Kelly, how petty can neighbours get?
So my neighbour used to block us in if we parked outside her house, so we couldn't leave for work in the mornings, to the point that we had to slowly push her car forward just to be able to get out of the street.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
right.
what was her initial complaint with what you were doing?
She didn't like anyone parking outside her house, so this wasn't in Perth, this was back home in Wales.
It's
Yeah,
one
yeah.
of those.
Yeah,
those
you're talking
people.
about on the street.
On the street,
yes,
the people
but
that
outside
claim
her
that.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the street.
So Kelly, you guys
no
weren't
one was allowed to park.
you weren't blocking her in at all. You weren't disturbing anything that she was up to. Just out the front of the
her
street.
house.
So
Yeah.
she used to have multiple cars and park outside everyone else's house, but if you parked outside her house, she used to block you in.
I tell you what, that would happen so much because people that don't have a lot of parking in their yards
Yeah.
and stuff like that, they do automatically think that they can claim
The
straight
ownership,
outside of
yeah.
their house.
It's a public space.
And it's a public space and they get so punchy about it.
That's
Wow.
true. Yeah.
No wonder you left Wales, Kelly. That seems like a good reason.
I would have done it too.
Thank you. Jane's in Wellard. Hello.
Hello.
Hey,
All right,
Jane.
Jane. Who's the petty neighbour?
Well, it goes a bit both ways.
Mm-hmm.
I have a neighbour who is notorious for leaving notes in my letterbox about anything but doesn't knock.
Yes.
But she complained about the noise my gardener was making. If anyone's been to my house, they know my yard takes about 4 minutes to whippersnip. My gardener is my brother, who is the worst person to complain about. So now when he comes every 3 weeks to whippersnip, it now takes him about 24 minutes, and he likes to play Megadeth.
A Megadeth.
Yeah, so he plays really loud music plus the women's
Megadeth.
So, and presumably he's not doing this at like 5 o'clock in the morning. This is it, middle of the day kind of stuff.
11 o'clock. I understand people work from home, but, you know...
Nah.
Oh, yeah,
You know what?
it's very reasonable to...
I've got a guy over the road. Yeah.
She mows the lawn on a Sunday morning about 8. I don't sleep in, so she's lucky.
Yeah.
For me, things that people are doing in their yards during the day, I mean, you just have to get that done. I've got a neighbour over who lives over the sort of the corner from me, and I swear he mows concrete. Like literally.
It's a lot of mowing, but no lawn.
No, there's mowing, and I can see the lawn, but all you hear is... And I feel like he's hitting the concrete the entire time, and I just have to let the noise wash over me.
Yeah,
It's hardly
amazing.
ambience.
Thanks, Jane. Gigi, hello.
Hi, good morning.
Hi,
All right,
Gigi.
we're talking about petty neighbours. What have you got for us?
Well, when my husband used to do the front yard in Hillary's, he used to use a blower, and then the neighbour across the road, who was a lawyer, she would, when we leave, we went out with the kids. On the cameras, we saw that she picked up every little leaf that went on her front garden, and she threw it back onto our front garden.
I mean, I see where she's coming from.
Yeah, so if you're blowing the leaves to make yours clean...
That's right, you're just blowing it onto her property. I'd be annoyed about that too. And also, I don't get leaf blowers. Leaf vacs, yes.
Yep.
But you're just blowing and then the wind blows it back again anyway.
Well, let's hear from Gigi. Gigi, do you see what Natalie and Sean's point is?
I reckon she's wrong.
I love it.
But also, Gigi, you know what? You've got to really like. The fact that someone's out there picking up individual leaves.
Yes, I would never go that far, but I'd be annoyed about it.
We've got Megan's on the leaf blower all the time, and I totally
where
get
does
what
she
you're
think
saying
they
now.
go?
I totally get she
there's
blows it out onto the
A puff
thing,
of
and
wind
eventually
and they come back
comes
again.
back in.
Or one car drives past and they come back.
I don't get wind. I don't get leaf blowing.
Especially when there is a leaf vac. Then you suck it up and then you dump it in a pile somewhere.
You know
or
where the
into
lottery office is, just over there in
Yes.
Subiaco? Yeah, outside there, I see every day a guy there just sweeping up leaves.
I know.
And as soon as he sweeps them, they go straight back into where it was. It's like, it's such a fight. I'm losing battle. And literally vacuuming them up.
And put them into a pile of compost.
But now you see all the gardeners and the lawnmower guys getting around. They have leaf blowers. They don't have leaf suckers.
I'm saying it's stupid.
Should we invent a leaf sucker?
There is one. They exist.
Why aren't people
They've got a
sucking rather
bag,
than blowing?
and it sucks it up, and then you can put it on a pile.
You get a higher hourly rate with a blower.
Sean.
I think you get just as good with the sucker, Sean.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Now she's too busy getting Biden in office again.
Yeah, that's
That's
apparently.
right. Conspiracy theorists believe that Travis and Kelsey's relationship, Travis and Taylor's relationship was all conspired to win the election from Biden. So we are right now talking to people that have a conspiracy theorist in their life.
Angela, hello.
Hey, how are you going?
Hey, Ange.
Hey, Ange.
Okay, who is it that's the conspiracy theorist?
So one of my best friends, actually, she's quite far-fetched sometimes with some of her stories.
How exciting.
I don't know if you guys remember, but I think it was January, Perth. I live in Perth, and we had a lot of fires going on.
Yeah.
Yep.
And she was trying to say, it's kind of funny how all the fires are, like, in the middle, and they're pushing everyone towards the ocean. So, like, these fires are going to keep happening, and then everyone's going to end up beside the ocean and have nowhere to go.
What do you mean?
Nowhere to go.
So the fires are pushing us to live by the ocean? Or
Pretty much.
But
So
like
either,
none of us can afford to live by the ocean. So what happens?
What do you mean?
Exactly.
Oh,
She's
Well,
like,
you know,
nowhere
like-
to go. What do you mean nowhere to go?
It's like conspiracy theory, like the government's trying to, kill off a lot of the population or whatever.
Yeah.
So by having all these fires just magically appear, they're pushing everyone.
In heavy bushland, that.
Yeah,
So
and it's mostly
Sean,
lightning strikes.
If you can imagine Perth being one of those metal fire pits from Bunnings.
Yes,
Yeah. So the fire's happening in the middle, and we're all having to flee to the rim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the ones that can't flee,
for
then
absolutely no purpose.
no,
Just to
we
survive.
lose some in the way.
We'll lose some,
Okay,
yeah.
so
we-
that's a
we
great
kill
one.
a few people off.
Is that her? Is that where it ends with her, or
Is there more?
Yeah. Pretty much. You
That's all you need.
either burn or drown, pretty much.
So, and when you have a friend like
What a
this, so
stretch.
we've heard from other people where it's family members, and so you're committed to them because they're family. But this is your friend. So when she starts saying this stuff, does it make you look at her differently, or you're like, oh God, I can't spend time with her, or I can't take her to a barbecue?
Nah, not really.
You
I
don't
just
care?
go, dude, that's a bit far-fetched. Like,
Yeah,
come
right.
on.
yeah, you can take her to a barbecue. She'll just be very far away
yes.
from the barbecue,
That's right.
near
That's
a cup
right.
of water.
Thanks, Ange. Tracy, hello.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Hi,
Good, Trace.
Trace. Is there a conspiracy theorist in your life?
Oh my God, yes. One of my best friends. It must be a best friends moment.
yes.
My best friend is a clinical psychologist, and she's supremely intelligent, but
Yep.
she's a complete nutbag. So we embrace her wholly in our group and accept her strange diversity.
Oh.
It's teaching us tolerance.
What
but
does she believe? What does she believe?
She believes that Reese Witherspoon, Oprah, Cameron Diaz, anyone with a prominent Adam's apple is actually a man. And that's some sort of government conspiracy cloning thing happening.
Okay,
Yeah,
She believes
cloning.
that.
sure.
She also believes some of the richest people in the world, like Trump and I don't know, I can't name any others. But,
Bezos, maybe, yep.
Yep,
Elon
absolutely.
Musk.
They are all part of an alien species called the reptilians.
Oh, the reptilians.
these are the
we know the
lizard people.
reptilians.
Yes.
Absolutely.
We know
And,
them.
stuff like the COVID vaccine, we're all just getting microchipped, and then it's going to be part of the new world order in 2030 where we're all one world, and, they're killing off all the stupid people in the meantime.
Oh, God, I'm in all
Vaccine.
sorts.
So, look, it just never ends. She sends me stuff constantly, and I just roll my eyes and go, yeah, whatever.
Tracy, so okay,
She sends
I
you
have
stuff.
been around someone that like this, and the whole conversation is just about this, and you go down these rabbit holes, and it can take like hours because they don't want to stop talking about it because they want to try and convince you it's true. Is that what she does? Does she just go on and on about it?
She can, but we, as a group of friends now, know how to interrupt and redirect.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a
it's
skill.
a
That's a
robot
great
pigeon
skill.
in.
Because it just gets too much. I listen for a little bit and placate her, but it just gets to a point we just have to change the subject. 'Cause
And she
otherwise
legit sends
Sends you
you stuff.
stuff.
So she'll go, have a look at this website. Oh, my
Yes.
God.
What does
Oh
she
my
do? What
God,
does she do for a living?
She's a clinical psychologist.
Psychologist, mate.
Oh,
This is a
Yeah.
supremely
Unbelievable.
intelligent person.
Yeah, she is one of the most intelligent, amazing people that I know. But yeah, she's a complete
and
nutcase.
and she has patience.
Yeah.
But like, what if they come to her and they've got some whacked out story, and she goes, "Oh yeah, you're right."
Anyway, she gets all these ideas from.
That's not right, is it?
Look, it's good entertainment for us.
Yes.
Okay, but probably a bad idea for her clients. Okay, that is so funny, Tracy.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
A great story of the couple who had booked their wedding venue, the beautiful Glen Eagles Hotel in Scotland. The problem is that David Beckham wants to have his 50th there that night, and he said, I want it. And that's great because he's offering them to pay for their wedding on another date.
Yeah.
In full, pay for their honeymoon and pay off their mortgage. And you go, you know what, David Beckham, you can do whatever you want.
You can.
I've never been in a scenario where
You know what?
someone wants something I want, and then
know.
they're going to give me whatever I want to have it.
Do you know what I would have done? I would have held out. I would have taken all of that and held out for an invite to the party.
Oh, 100%.
You'd go to that
That's
party,
actually a
wouldn't
good
you?
idea now.
Yeah.
We are
and
talking
make
about
an ass of
offers
yourself.
that are too good to refuse. Sam's in Willerton. Hey, Sam. Hey, Sam.
guys.
Hey, Sam.
Sam, did you have something that someone else wanted?
Yeah, about 15 years ago, I was working for a catering company, and my boss really wanted me to attend an event we were trying to secure a contract for, and it was my best friend's 10th night that I was organising. I was the maid of honour.
Yep.
So he offered me he'd have a driver pick me up from the event and take me straight to the hens night, but I was still going to be about half an hour late. So I was like, no, I don't think so. And then he said, what if I just pay for the entire hens night and the driver? So we ended up having an amazing time. It was about $5,000. He just paid for everything, and I had a driver pick me up from the event and drop me straight to the hens night.
Amazing.
Oh,
Amazing.
Sam, that's awesome.
I love that the thing that he wanted was you, basically your services, because you're awesome. And then he paid for the whole hens night. That's amazing.
Yeah, my best friend was pretty stoked. I was like, yeah, whatever you want, just let me know and we'll get it sorted.
Oh, my
So,
God, how
yeah,
exciting.
yeah,
Because your
good.
best friend would have been like, had a trolley full of penis sippers and,
Yes, exactly.
and penis hats. And
You
gone,
can't have
now
too
I don't
many.
forget these.
I know you always get them,
Yeah.
regardless.
You have them
Well,
just in case.
You're always going to use them, aren't you?
Thanks, Sam. Emma's in Mozzie Park. Hi, Emma.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey,
All right. What did you have that somebody else wanted so badly they made you a great offer?
Same sort of scenario. He actually wanted myself and my boyfriend, not in that kind of way, but we were living in East Fremantle in a very ramshackle kind of house in our 20s, paying like $210 a week. And a very wealthy businessman who lived on the river in East Fremantle literally came, we knew him from dog walking, knocked on our door and said, I have an investment property in Alfred Cove. Can you move in there, $190 a week, put all the bills in my name so I can send my kids to Applecross High?
Oh, yes!
Emma, that's the jackpot.
Emma!
So you said yes,
we did
right?
it. We lived there for 3 years, for $190 a week, beautiful home in Alfred Cove. All the bills in his name. He got proof of residency, so it was a great deal. So, yeah.
Emma.
What's weird about this story, right, is that he's that rich, but his kids are going to a state school.
Well, Applecross become one of those schools where the education thing is so hard. To get in there is really difficult. Everyone moved into the area.
Yeah.
Man.
It's one of become one of
They
those
specialise in
specialty sort of
Art.
arts.
Yeah.
It's arts and drama.
Yeah.
Remember, wasn't Cooper going to go there for a little bit?
Oh, well, to
Wasn't
get
it?
him into John Curtin was a hell of an event.
Yeah.
And,
Yes.
and,
And you
it's a
lived in the
sign type of
zone.
thing.
Yeah. Oh my God, Emma, that was one of those stories where I love hearing it, but we sort of hate you for it because it didn't happen to us.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
they're the best ones.
That's
That
the
is
dream,
awesome.
isn't it? That's
Loved
the
it.
dream. Well done, Emma. Pam, hello.
Hello, how you going?
Hey,
All right,
Pam.
Pam, what have
Pam.
you got for us?
So a little while ago, I used to work for a guy that used to drive a lot of luxury cars and obviously used to speed, multi-novas, red light cameras and things. And any time he got a fine, he would pay you to take the fine, but it was $1,000 per demerit point.
Oh.
So,
So-
demerit
Highly
points,
illegal.
$3,000.
Highly illegal, everybody.
Yes,
Three.
highly.
So the normal going is 3 demerit points, isn't it?
Yeah, generally, but I mean,
Grand.
over the years, I couldn't have told you how much it took. For a while there, I was driving with 2 demerit points.
But she had some killer shoes.
Exactly. Have a look at this clutch note.
Wow. I don't know
3,000.
if I could do that one.
Oh, I'd do it for much less. Yeah.
Sean, you don't have enough points to flash around, let me tell you. Am I
don't.
right?
No,
Yeah.
I don't. I'm always on the edge.
thanks, Pam.
These are each amazing in their own way. Chantel's in Stirling. Hi, Chantel.
Good morning.
Hey, mate.
Hey,
We're
Chantel.
excited to hear what happened.
Okay, so it's about, I had to do a calculation about 30 years ago. I was working in London doing the backpacking thing. So I'm working in a pub and this guy comes in and he looks at the T-shirt that I'm wearing and it's a promo T-shirt. From memory, I think it was Murphy's beer.
Yeah.
And he's looked at it and he goes, I really want that T-shirt. I really, really want it. And I went, well, I'm wearing it.
Yeah, of
And he
course.
went, I'll give you £20 for it. And I went, oh, no. And I look at my boss and he's just kind of gone, whatever.
Yeah.
And he goes, I'll give you £40 for it. And I went, no. And he goes, I'll give you £50 for it. And, you know, as a backpacker, you know, that was like $100 Aussie dollars.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Yeah.
I went, oh, okay, I'll go and take it off and I'll give it to you. And he goes, no, you got to take it off right here.
Oh.
So I went, oh, all right. So I figure, you know, you see more at the beach. So I just took my T-shirt off and standing there in my bra and I gave it to him.
Yes.
He gives me the £50, so I'm pretty happy.
Yeah.
And then I just reach under the bar and we've got a box of about 50 other T-shirts. So I just pull one back on and pocketed the £50.
Hey, that's a good score.
He really just wanted to see your boobies,
Yes.
didn't he?
Oh, you know, you can't blame him.
Well,
No,
you know
that's
what?
how her skimpy career started.
And you know what? Back when you're free, back when you're young and free, you don't have so many objections to that
she's
sort of stuff. So you want to see my boobs? Yeah, no worries. 25 each. No worries.
I know.
Boom, 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 boom.
So he wasn't really paying 50 quid for the T-shirt at all. 50 quid to see your boobies. Oh, nice, Chantel. Thank you. Beswell, hello.
Hello, how you guys going?
Hey,
Good,
Beswell.
Okay, have you got a story for us?
Yes, I do. So about 9 years ago, I took my girlfriend at the time for dinner. I had plans to propose.
Yes.
And I snuck in and got a room at the Crown Metropole.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yep. And it was just a regular room on level 4, just a standard room.
Yeah.
And when I went to check in, somebody wanted to take the whole floor. I don't know for what reason.
Okay.
Yes.
They offered to upgrade us all the way to the loft.
No!
You got the loft?
As well.
I got the loft, and you know when you get in, they've got your name written on it and everything.
Yes.
I changed. We didn't make it to dinner. We went straight to the room, and I proposed, and she said yes.
She thought that you could offer her that life forever, Beswell.
I'm going to live this life a lot.
You know what I love is she's probably thinking, God, he thinks so much of me. And it's like, no, you were in an average room.
You were a standard room.
I saw you as a regular fiance.
I love the fact that you took advantage of that.
Yes.
This is the time I'm going to propose here. It's not going to get any better
so
than
Harry's
this.
put up the floor plan of
It's got the massive
the
loft.
Yeah, beautiful.
Oh, mate, how many photos did you take that night, Beswell?
Oh, man, the view of the city, everything. And we've been happily married 10 years this year.
Oh, Beswell.
That's a beautiful story.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.